So I wanted to clear something up. I have spent 10 years making videos about ultra running and ultra marathons and transitioning from road races and transitioning into trails. And I do believe that it's a path for many. I think a lot of people will benefit from trail running. But what I want to clear up is my intention is to never say that the good path for everyone is to get into ultramarathons. I don't believe that's true. Trail running, I think from a therapeutic and mental health standpoint, I think is really important. I think getting out in nature, whether it's hiking, walking on trails, just getting out in nature in general is extremely healthy. That's why I like being out there. I love running and I love being in the woods. Combining those is just my happy place. But I don't think it's only because I run out in the woods. It's because I'm out in the woods. Second, I've been a very isolated runner my entire career. I don't have running groups that I attend. I run solo like many of you. I run a ton of miles very solo, and it's good. I mean, from an aspect of kind of working through things and stress relief, it has been very therapeutic for me in many senses. But I can tell you that the most fun miles I've ever had, the miles that I've enjoyed the most, have been with loved ones, and not necessarily running. My wife, I spent a good year helping her get back in shape, and we walked, power hiked. I mean, we were hiking pretty fast, probably my 100-miler power hike speed, and it was a lot of fun. I loved spending that time with her, and it was on the roads, and those miles, those hours I got to spend with her were the best, and we still continue to do it. But I say that to say I finished 100-mile that year, and a majority, I would say probably 30 to 40% of the total miles I ran for last year, before I finished the Yeti 100 last year, were just power hiking with her. So more and faster is not always better. And I'm not saying that from a coaching standpoint that you don't need to train, that's not necessary. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as I'm starting to evaluate my goals again and look at what's important and what gives me joy, because ultimately that's what this is about. It's health, and running ultramarathons isn't always the healthiest thing. More is not always better. And I always tell that to people who feel sheepish to tell me about their running because they're not running that far. So they always like, well, I only did, mile or 2 miles or 3 miles. And I'm like, don't do that. Any movement outside, getting yourself movement is worthy of praise, whether it's walking 5 minutes, 10 minutes, power hiking, running, whatever you can do. And if it's outside and it's moving, if it's on a treadmill, that's awesome. And that's why I have this channel. This channel isn't about only praising ultra runners. It's just not what it's about. It is a topic, but it's not about saying that ultra running is the best. I believe being outside and moving is the best. Whatever you can do is the best. My mom got into running, power hiking, walking 5Ks. And I think she's done like 14 or 15 in the last year. And she says she's inspired by this channel, and I can't tell you what that means to me. It's awesome. And I'm extremely proud of her. And, and she'll probably see this, but I am extremely proud of her because it takes determination, it takes discipline and motivating yourself every day to get out there and do those things. And you get in a social, you get the endorphin rush and all of the social aspect of doing those road races. And I want to promote that too. I spent a good month and a half running with she's now 22, she's in college, but when she was in high school, she was in kind of she wasn't in a kind of training for softball, and they had who could run the most miles and would get a free pair of shoes at the end of it. That's what the coach gave them. And she ran with me. So I ran like 100 miles with her in training, and we'd get up and run 10 miles, and I pushed her to run 10 miles. She built up to it, obviously, and now she knows that she could run that far. We ran trails together. Some of the happiest times I've ever had running, running with Joe Kerr, one of my good buddies that I met through this channel. The happiest miles I've had has been running with him, talking about life, talking about everything. That's what this is about. It's just moving. You don't have to run ultramarathons. So don't feel shy or timid on this channel if you feel like you want to talk about your running. I don't care what distance, even if you're not running. If you're just a walker, if you power hike every day, you walk, you're welcome here, because it's all the same stuff to me. It's movement. It's leveraging the body you have, the body you were blessed with, because one day it may not be there. And there's a lot of people who can't move. There's a lot of people who can't get outside and do that. And I think we owe it to ourselves and all of them to use what was given to us, and enjoy it, because you will be happy whether or not you're outside walking for 30 minutes or running for an hour. It will make you happy. You will feel better after it. I know that because I spent so many miles walking with my wife and power hiking, and I enjoy every single one of those. I never come back and go, I wish I was running. I just don't. So get out there, get moving. And if you're a walker, if you're a jogger, if you're a slow runner, it doesn't matter. I hope you enjoy this channel, and here's to a good 2025. And thank you all for the support, and I will talk to you in the next video.